I'm getting sick of re-recording this intro. Alright, I didn't give myself fucking footage to just explain the weapon. Like I did with Greatsword. At least I was walking and then I attacked the monster. This one I'm just in the mix. Anyways, longsword. Very, very simple. You fill up the bar with triangle. I'm gonna explain some placement controls because this is what I play on. And then you got R2. 80% of your gameplay is gonna be hitting R2, R2, R2 until you hit 4. You have to hit the 4th one. Otherwise, you don't get the color around the sword. You need that for your strongest move in the world. The Helmbreaker. You jump them into the sky, and then it's movable by any direction you want with the stick, and you slash right down. You see numbers, you feel like a cool samurai, and everybody judges you because you use longsword, despite it being objectively a cool weapon. And this was like my 3rd time using it. I did right before I made these videos, I did like a little test run in the training dummy room, and then I watched like 5 minutes of like old weapon guides, and I was like, I should be good. Let's just say I could have performed better, even though it's like my 3rd time. So, who cares? Anyways, with longsword, it's mostly about just landing your hits and positioning. Longsword actually does pretty great damage despite it being way smaller than a greatsword and thinner. Another thing, you need to make sure you hit R2 and then I think it's X? I can't see the footage. Hit R2 and X and you'll do a little sheath, and you have 2 options. You can click triangle, which will use one of your colors, or you'll click... No, it's not triangle. Triangle's the one that shows you. R2 is the one where you'll use your color, which you don't want to do. You want to save it to red. You want max damage, you gotta go to red. White for supremacy, yellow for when you hear the dinner, and then red for strength. And the reason that is it's its strongest. But R2 wastes one of the colors, but you do a different attack. Triangle refills your red bar for you, which is really convenient, because if it's not full, you can't do all 4 R2 attacks. I think they're called spirit slashes, so you can't hit all 4. You need to hit all 4. However, you only need really to hit the 4th one. You can whiff the first 3, but as long as 4 hits, nice. Now, another thing about longsword, it has a counter, which I forgot about for like 80% of the fight. You'll see me attempt to do it randomly, and I'm like, oh yeah, it has a parry. And then I never pull it off because I have no clue how the parry works. Velkhana is very fucking rude. I choose Velkhana because I thought it makes sense. She stabs you with her tail. I originally would have fought Acidic Glavnus, but I wanted to go for the Elder Dragons because, you know, like, they're kind of tough and strong. Except for Greatsword video, I did not feel like fighting Elder Dragon with Greatsword. Not that I can't, but just there's like a Elder Dragon that's like for everyone. Like, Teostra's got hammer. I think, at least, because his armor's really great for fucking hammer users. Kushalas for basically guns. I know he drops bullets and reflects them, but I'd much rather fight Kushala with a ranged weapon than a melee any day in the world. I love Ryze's Kushala though, oh my god. The only complaint I can give the one in Ryze is that he needs to have the same music as he does in World. It's such amazing music. Now then, this is the part where I shoo away and let you watch me struggle with longsword. And this is a two-part deal. So the first half is me using longsword, and then there's dual blades. And to be honest, I didn't even want to make a dual blades video because they're brain dead easy. They're like the 2nd easiest to use, right next to hammer. And those are obviously I wasn't gonna make a hammer video because hammer is beyond easy to use. It's fucking. If you wanna play the game with a blindfold on, you pick hammer. If you want to play the game with 0 audio, you click dual blades. That's the best way to describe it. If you want to play the game with no fingers, however, you play Lance. Now I'm saying Lance is dumb easy, but like, I mean, if you don't want to ever get hurt, you play Lance. Oh, I made a video on Lance. That was the other one. That's before I ended the video prematurely last week. Lance. Regular Lance. No, I mentioned that. I don't know why I'm mentioning it. Anyways, I'll see you all later. When I get back to the dual blade section, I'll probably add a little subtitles here and there. Longsword makes my schlong long. That's about it. Párate, le va. Alright, now for the easiest weapon, second only to hammer. Dual blades. It's very simple, very simple. You do combos until you fill up the red bar, just like with longsword, except there's one key difference. There is no extra colors, there's nothing. You just whack them, fill up that bar, click R2, and not only are you stronger, you're also faster. However, your stamina bar drains very fast, so go outside, start running. And running, and running, and running. Build up that endurance. And don't forget to eat 3 meals a day. Or you could, cheat and drink a stamina drink, but that's for fucking losers. Be a man. Anyways, dual blades is very simple. There are 3 separate modes. The normal one, where you build up the meter. Then when your meters build up, you go in demon mode, where you just whack, slash, whack, slash. Now, dual blades is all about speed. So, you have a lot of offense and very little defense. You have to just be careful. You have to be nimble. I only have one friend who plays on dual blades, and I don't get why it's so hard for him to. He's really bad with them. He never dodges. He refuses to heal, which is the worst thing to do on dual blades, because you're gonna be taking a lot of hits, and you can't exactly tank them like Lance. And you don't have a defensive maneuver like tackle with greatsword or the parry with longsword. Now, dual blade's strongest attack isn't a combo. It's when you push triangle and circle together to do blade dance. It's their strongest attack. One small issue, you cannot move when doing it. So if you do it in the wrong spot, you're either gonna die or get hurt really badly. And then there's the form that activates after you run out of stamina, or whenever you exit demon mode manually. Archdemon mode, which is basically normal mode mixed with demon mode, except slightly weaker. Because it's not demon mode itself, it's a little hybrid that exists. Which is what the red bar is there for. When you use up all the red bar, you're no longer an arch and you're back to normal. So you just have to balance these 3 modes. Which sounds way more difficult than it is, it's really simple. And here I bully Nergigante, who I really hope shows up in Wilds. I'm gonna be probably playing the beta later today, maybe make a video on that. I'll have to do it alone though. I was hoping to have my friends, but it's gonna have to be a solo adventure for now. And then the real game is coming out on the BB. We're gonna squad up, we're gonna whip out our meat, and we're gonna get wild and hunt monsters. completely forgot how fast I killed Nergigante, so I actually have a very rare time how to commentate. I have, I think, 2 more videos. One is just me fighting Fatalis, so I can yap about Monster Hunter in peace. And the other one's my Lance video. And I think, no, what I messed up was I had footage for a Sword and Shield, Gun Lance video, but I lost the footage, and it makes me sad. Because it was my first time on Sword and Shield in that footage, and I was doing surprisingly well before I actually learned how to play it, and I'm sad now. Because there were some cinematic shots I wanted to show off, because that's the cool thing about World. When you're fighting monsters, it's cinematic as all hell. Rise doesn't have that in exchange for you feeling like some super cool ninja warrior god thing. Which, don't get me wrong, is cool, but in World, I feel like I'm fighting an actual creature I could just find outside in some forest that I'm told not to go, but then I say, fuck you, old man, I'm gonna go out to the sandbox. In Rise, you feel like you're kind of unstoppable. Which you kind of are, to be honest. Wire bugs are insane. There's a lot more, because the problem with Rise and World is World focuses on realism, Rise focuses on the fantasy. I like both. I'd like a mix of both, to be honest, rather than just focus on one. What it is. I still like World way more than Rise. Not that Rise is bad, but it doesn't hit the same. Also, they don't have Nergigante. That's not the main issue. It's not. Another thing, dual blades. I actually considered using them on my first playthrough because I want to be like Kratos. So I was like, oh, I can be like Kratos. Except I don't have cool chains, so I can't be Kratos. One of my friends, Mr. Mike, originally used to use dual blades, and then he gave up and then went to Greatsword. Which Emperor always made fun of him for, because he basically just copied it. And then Emperor got fed up with him copying him, so he just went to Heavy Bowgun instead. At least I think that's why. That or he was like, he said something, I can't remember, I'll have to rewatch the World playthrough. Which was released 4 years ago, by the way. God, I'm old. Then what else? I was gonna say something else, I can't remember. I love Nergigante. I just hate that Ruiner feels like a light pushover versus his normal version in the base game. I've toppled this dude so many times with the dual blades in this footage, it makes me sad. Like, World gave me a challenge. Base World, Iceborne, Ruiner, Nergigante, I thought was gonna be like a problem. And then I tickled him and he just... Fun fact, actually, I had to make all the Fatalis weapons before making this video, because I had the armor, I've killed them before, but I didn't have all the weapons, so I was sitting there like, oh, it's gonna take a while. I had to kill Fatalis like 16 times. And I could have done it way more, I could have done it easier, but I wanted to be stubborn and stupid and test if I was still good at the game, so I went at it with different weapons and wacky builds. Like, I fought him with the Safi set, because that does more damage, but it's Safi set, and, you know, it kills you if you're not doing it right, and Fatalis kills you, so it's my own worst enemy in that. Then I was trying to beat him with other weapons, because I always wanted to fight him with Greatsword. Best feeling ever. I think that's the weapon I used in the footage I have. I don't remember if it was the Greatsword one, or if it was the Hunting Horn one. Oh yeah, I have a video for Hunting Horn. I love Hunting Horn. I just don't like it in Rise, because I have no idea how to play it. I tried, I was like, this is infinitely different from World. I am not touching this. I might learn it. Actually, no, it might not be worth it. Wilds comes out in February. It's whatever. Anyways, I think I'm running out of time for this. Am I out of footage? Oh, I am. Sorry. Alright.